A principal tackles a gunman inside a high school. You've probably seen the video. And yes, it's been called heroic. But here's the reality. School safety should never come down to one person making a split decision like that. Because before that moment, there were systems, decisions, and actions that either worked or didn't work. And that's what we're here to talk about. I'm Dr. Raymond Trigg, retired police lieutenant, school safety consultant, college educator, and safety expert. For years, I've worked with schools, families, and communities on personal safety, digital safety, and practical steps that help prevent problems before they start. Now, according to reports, this incident happened at a high school in Oklahoma. Investigators say that a former student entered the building around 2:19 p.m. carrying two loaded semi-automatic pistols. He reportedly told people to get on the ground and attempted to shoot multiple students. His firearm malfunctioned more than once, which gave students time to escape. At one point, he fired a shot towards a student. Moments later, the principal responded to the sound of gunfire, confronted the suspect, and physically attacked him. During the struggle, the principal was shot in the leg. He, alongside with the assistant principal, was able to restrain the suspect until law enforcement arrived. The suspect later admitted he intended to carry out a Columbine-style attack and specifically targeted the principal. Now, let me make this clear, crystal clear. This principal showed courage. There's no question about that. But courage is not a safety plan. Now, let's step back and ask the real questions. How long was the suspect inside the building before he was stopped? Or was he ever stopped? Was a lockdown initiated immediately? If so, how fast? If not, why not? Why were students still exposed in the foyer area? Were there control entry measures in place? And what systems were activated the moment that the threat entered the building? Because in school safety, what happens before the confrontation is what matters the most. Now, this is exactly why I teach the SAFE framework, which is set up, assess, follow, and evaluate. The first S is set up. Setup means your foundation, policies, procedures, secured entry, communication systems, and clearly defined roles. If someone was to walk into your building with a weapon, your setup needs to be examined. A is for assess. Assess means you are constantly evaluating the risk. Who is coming into your building? What threats have been identified? What warning signs were present? And what actions were taken before this moment? F is to follow. Follow means executing your plan, not just having it, but using it. Were lockdown procedures followed immediately? Did staff recognize the threat? Did people know what to do without hesitation? Because the gap between having a plan and following it, that's where danger lives. Finally, we have E, evaluate. After every incident, every drill, every near miss, you have to ask what worked, what didn't, and what are we going to do to fix this right now? Because that's how you prevent the next situation. Let me say this again. That principal acted with courage, and his actions saved lives. But we cannot rely on heroism as a system. The goal is not to react better. The goal is to prepare better. So if you're a parent, an educator, or an administrator, this is your responsibility. You need systems in place. You need training. You need preparation. And if you're serious about protecting children, let's start with my book. Keep Them Safe has 75 essential tips for protecting kids in the digital age, at home and in school. It gives you real practical strategies you can use immediately. You can get a copy by scanning the barcode, or you can go to drraymondtrigg.com. I'm Dr. Raymond Trigg. I need you to stay alert, stay ready, and as always, remember to play it safe.